So the question could be any hypothetical question. Suppose my question is, okay, let's think of a hypothetical question. There was this client who met a boy in a wedding. The boy showed interest in her, and she came to me, and this actually happened. She came to me and she asked me, Prasiddhi, will this guy who I met at my cousin's wedding, will he ask me out on a date in the next, say, 6 months? Because he lives abroad and they have struck up a friendship. So she's like, I don't know when he's going to come back home. Can you check, will he ask me for a date in the next 6 months? So this is a 3 card reading. We will do the same thing with 5 cards and 7 cards. Will this boy, we can call him Mr. S because his name was with S, okay? And his surname was also with S. So let's call him Mr. SS. Okay. So will S ask my client out on a date in the next 6 months? We're going to shuffle the cards like this. Now this is just going to be a yes, no, because it's just a matter of 3 cards. All right. So let's see. I have a habit of knowing where to cut from. I usually do like this. 3 cards on the table. Oh, we've got all people cards here. Very interesting. So the cards really want you to learn. So we got people cards here. Right across the board, I can see that this guy is a professional. So is my client. Okay. He's an entrepreneurial energy, very reliable guy, and quite also athletic in the way he looks. This is a description given by the cards about this guy, but then there are 3 black cards here. So I'm not really very satisfied. So I'll put my cards together. The cards are just describing these people and what's going on in their life. It shows a lot of work coming up for the 2 of them. So they'll be busy. He'll be busy with his work. She'll be busy with hers. He would definitely take an interest in her, but we are not really getting a yes or a no. So what I do is usually, I again shuffle my cards. I leave these 3 cards on the table. I shuffle and I take out 2 more cards. That's how a 3, 5 and 7 line reading is done. I can always extend my line because if I get code cards, then the cards describe the people but don't give us a yes, no. So we will shuffle again. And I'm randomly going to draw 1 card. So, oh, we got a 2 spades. Oh. So I think no, he will not ask her out on a date. Let me see if I can remove 1 more card for this. I don't think so. Work will keep them apart. It would be difficult to continue this relationship because they are both in different countries. I don't see shit happening in the next 6 months. And this is how I talk to my clients. Nothing will happen. Okay. Now, let's move forward and I'll show you a 5 card reading now. So, in the 5 card reading, let me see. Let's ask the question. Will my client and Mr. S, will they get into a love relationship in 2027? So I'm recording this in 26. So I'm thinking of next year. Will they get into a love relationship next year? Okay, so I'll shuffle again like this. I will shuffle for 5-10 minutes. I have a habit of shuffling a lot. When you shuffle, you put the question in the cards. So I'm asking, will Mr. S and my client get into a love relationship next year? So nothing is happening this year, we saw. And we saw the next 6 months, so nothing great. So I don't expect a relationship, but maybe let's see next year. So we shuffle. And I have a habit of cutting the cards. I put the cut cards away. That's how I do it. You don't have to do it like that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we got a nice situation developing here. So, as we can see that for the most part, the 7 clubs, 6 diamonds, and the 10 spades situation doesn't let the situation develop. Okay. So, work wise, they're doing whatever they're doing, having their own commitments at work. So, destiny doesn't really help them. But I think next year they can start something fresh and new, have some conversations with each other, because Ace of Clubs also shows communication and written communication between the two of them. So, they could have back and forth communication, and they might discuss something work related. So, they will have a very bland start to the relationship. It doesn't look lovey dovey, but there could be conversations about a connection, conversation. Now, it's not a complete yes that they get into a relationship, but they can start a fresh conversation about looking for a relationship, and maybe they will talk about their personal stuff with each other to see if they can start something new. You want more information, right? Let's do a 7 card Satanaria. A Satanaria Sholta, or Path of Seven, is a spread that was taught to me by my teacher, J. David Arcuri.